how it can be so calming and so pumped at the same time.
I'm trying to figure out, like, our TikTok did not go live, and I don't know why. That's the second time.
Very strange.
I'm not sure. Anyway, so good morning, YouTube and X, and sorry, TikTok.
Well, and Facebook too. We got you.
Yeah. Anyway, good morning. Welcome to Wake Up Web3, Reptar and JC. There's a lot of stuff to talk about today, and yeah, awesome. I'm happy.
Isn't it a great day to wake up and be alive and be pre-rich?
Pre-rich, baby. Pre-rich.
XRP to 10K. Let's get it.
Yeah.
If
you don't know, I am still being sarcastic about that.
Literally, we're at like, I think 50,000 views for that video, and there's probably about 30,000 hate comments. So if you guys are bored, definitely go check those out.
Yeah, they're fun. Good morning, Mr. Gray. Good to see you. You know what? We got a lot of stuff to cover, so let us just jump right into the bubbles, my bubbles. My bubbles. And
Rave, guys, we told you yesterday, pick it up on the pullback. It was down 30% yesterday, back up another 41%. I am so sick of being right about everything.
So yeah, yesterday when we were on the morning show, it was around $11. And had you bought it, which, we talked about, is this just did the top 10 wallets just dump and take profits and it's just going to go down, or could it go back up? Well, it went back up. So if you bought it yesterday at $11, you are up 60%. Congratulations.
It's funny, I was explaining this token to a couple people yesterday, and I got a lot of like meh. I got a lot of mehs on it, or like, oh, that's dumb. Up 50% today. Let's get it, guys. So Dot also recovering, which is weird.
I know. Dot made a little move after the bridge for Dot got hacked. Again, that was
Dot's garbage. Stay away from it. Sorry, hot take, but
Render down 2% is interesting. Tau is down another 3%. Oof.
Tau's been getting wrecked since that news came out. That's wild. I mean, not crazy wrecked. It's down 12%, but still like
right. And it's, I mean, I don't know if you believe in the project Tau, if you think it's going to survive, now's a good time to pick stuff up on a discount.
100%.
Well, we got XRP 3%. I got a lot of XRP news today. I am pretty pumped because you guys know I love XRP, and there's a lot of good news.
Guys, you do not have enough XRP.
Yep. And let's see, crypto.com. Apparently, I don't have this. I saw this, but I didn't save it because it's just kind of off topic. I'm going to give it to you anyway for free. So UFC is offering bonuses to their fighters during this. Apparently, they're doing some 250th anniversary theme for their fights this year, and they're offering bonuses to their players in crypto.com token, in Crow token.
And guys, if you don't know, Kronos and crypto.com, it's the biggest exchange in the United States, and UFC and a lot of other, big sports.
They have a stadium, like crypto.com stadium.
If you've watched UFC lately, it's all over. You got like V-Chain's logo, you got a bunch of different projects. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah, you got ICP up 4. Ondo's up 3.5.
Can I say I told you so again, or is it too soon?
We can always say I told you so. Bitcoin down just a smidge.
It's a gift and a curse.
Down to 73, kind of dropped off. That's in the last few minutes.
That's why Chompy panicked earlier. He was just like, what's going on? All right, cool. Good to know.
All right, let me move on because I want to get through some basic stuff and then get into the main topics today. A little refresh here. Yeah, you can see we're down. Market cap 2.5, about where we were yesterday. Up 1 point on the fear and greed.
Guys, it's all over.
Yeah, it's all over.
It's
all over. So let's
hold on. Zoom out real quick. DJ would be really proud of me. That is a clear head and shoulders pattern.
See, shoulder, head,
yep.
Shoulder. And so what you would do is you'd measure from here to here. And then you apply that to the shoulder and go, okay, it's going to drop about that much, which is what it did. This is the weekly.
How it played out. That's why, guys, when we're using these trading bots, A lot of this stuff is patterns and math. So if you figure out the patterns correctly and you put the right math into it, inevitably you're going to win. So,
yep. And we're not technical analysis guys. DJ, one of the founders of our project, is a TA guy. He posts in our Not Financial Advice channel in our Discord. But there's plenty of great crypto TA guys. Morning, Ice. There's plenty of great crypto TA guys on YouTube and on X, and definitely give them a follow if you want to learn some of these terms and how to look for patterns. It's a great thing to know just in general because it applies to all markets. But it's a good bit of knowledge to have.
And it's literally impossible to unsee because even right there, like we were just scrolling through a chart, I immediately noticed the pattern because once you have the pattern set up, like you know exactly what they are, where they're going to play out.
Yeah, you learn what bull flags and bear flags are. You learn which moving averages you like to watch. You learn about RSI. Anyway, not the point. This is the daily chart. You can see we popped up, rejected off of 76. Now we're kind of hanging out down in here. But I want to show you, like, this is just in the last 2 hours. So this is the 10 o'clock hour. This is the 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock hour. You can see it was kind of hanging out, and then woo, ouch.
That's a brutal candle right
Dropped
there.
all the way down to 73,346. And now it's pushing its way back up. We'll keep an eye on it throughout the thing and see what happens. Anything else? So typically when you see Bitcoin doing this, you see others doing likewise. So the hourly is looking like that. No one cares about the Fed rate. We all know what that's going to happen.
It's probably one.
And I'm going to give you some. I'm gonna feed you some hopium pills this morning. So get ready for your hopium breakfast and vitamins. I guess hopium vitamins. Yeah, not hopium pills.
Yeah, vitamins sounds less drug related.
Yeah, hopium vitamins, hopium essential oils.
Hopium essential oil. Reptar did survive his 2 tall boys. He had a 3rd tall boy this morning, but Reptar's fine. Champion.
Reptar isn't hungover because he's still drunk.
Exactly.
Wait, what?
That was the solution. I told you guys I was going to make it for the live show.
I am 4 weeks into this freaking cold, and I'm just about to get all this crud coughed out of my system. But sorry.
It's going to happen.
So look, from at Sailor Docs, documenting Sailor, CNBC reports said live yesterday. This is from April 15th. That's yesterday at 7:46 p.m. that Walmart will now start accepting Bitcoin and crypto payments in store. Guys, Walmart has 1 billion monthly customers, and you can now start paying with crypto.
Wow. This is insane because we literally talked about this yesterday when we talked about Rakuten. That, they were accepting crypto. And I'm like, I literally said, go back and watch the show. I'm like, now we're going to see other major retailers start allowing crypto payments. And literally the next day, the biggest one, Walmart.
The same day. This is from last night.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So
less than 12 hours later, we find out, Walmart's going to start accepting crypto too.
I cannot believe that, man. I didn't even see this today. So I can go to Walmart now and I can buy things with crypto. And
it is almost like we're going on. I'm going on 9 years of being in the crypto space, and I've been trying to learn. And so is Reptar, like 9 or 10 years. Yeah. It's almost like we've learned stuff, and because of that time we've spent learning, we get stuff right.
And again,
and we get stuff wrong, but
yeah, guys, you should see some of the stuff we got wrong. BBW, ooh, no, that's not even a good example because we still won on that one, but it was a scam token. We 3x'd on a scam token, guys. I mean, come on. Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? But let's be clear, we're idiots that don't know what we're talking about. But sometimes we get lucky, right?
Most of the time.
Okay. Let's also point this out. The U.S. Treasury, not the banks, but the Treasury Department, is buying back $15 billion of its own debt, matching previous records one-time buybacks.
Wait, how do you buy your own debt?
Well, they issue bond. So you would go to the Treasury as a bank or an institution and buy their bonds. You give them money. They give you a piece of paper that says, at the end of this time, we will give you your money back plus interest.
So I give them my hard-earned money, and they give me a piece of paper that says, "Hey, we'll give you the money back eventually, and maybe some extra." basically.
Yeah, it's a 5-year or a 2-year. It's a treasury bond. You lend them money for X amount of time, and at the end of the time, they give you your money back with interest. It's a very safe
Yes.
investment.
Realistically, guys, I'm just being facetious, but these are probably some of the safest things that you can own. Treasury bonds are quite literally,
They're guaranteed.
yeah, you're guaranteed profits because the only way you're not going to get your money is if the United States collapses. Which, if that happens, we got bigger problems.
I mean, yeah. Then you're like, hope
It's
your
kind of
house
like
is.
when people are like, "Oh, what if the internet goes out and you lose all your crypto?" I'm like, if the internet goes out, we're gonna have satellites falling from the sky. Okay, there's gonna be a lot more things that we need to worry about besides how much money is in your bank account.
If the internet goes out and we lose all electricity and stuff like that, I'm going to be worried about how much food and water and bullets and band-aids I have, not about where my crypto is.
And gasoline for the generator.
That's right, and gas for the Jenny.
You can
All
use
right.
diesel. Classic.
But the point is this. In addition to, we've talked about the Federal Reserve dumping cash. The U.S. Treasury is buying back their money, which means they're putting $15 billion back to the bondholders, which means the bondholders now have $15 billion to deploy across markets.
And what are they going to do? They're going to borrow more money with it. And just the cycle continues.
Yeah, this is not a prepper channel.
Yeah, no, I mean, hey, buying Bitcoin.
We are preparing for the financial revolution, I guess you could say. We are a financial prepper channel, right? Sure.
Yes.
Hashtag prepping. Okay, whatever. But also, so you've got the U.S. Treasury dumping $15 billion. You've got the Fed dumping $40 billion this month. That, not like, oh, $40 billion this year. No, $40 billion this month.
Maybe $40 billion next month. Who knows?
I want you to remember that the Fed and the Treasury and all of the global central banks have turned their money printers on. I want you to remember that point because it's going to be important in the next couple of minutes.
And again, guys, why does this matter? Because as the supply of money goes up, the value of it.
So. All right, a couple more bits of breaking news. JP Morgan is saying the negotiations around the Clarity Act are nearing a breakthrough and they're almost done. That's JP Morgan is on the bank side, so it's good to hear the bank saying, yeah, we about got this done. In addition to Brian Armstrong. Yeah, exactly. And Brian Armstrong has also said, yeah, we've got this done. So both sides of the aisle here, I say aisle in the terms of banks versus DeFi crypto, they're both saying, yeah, we've about got this done. That is good news. That's another hopium vitamin. This is from Weimar X DeFi. Weimar, again, another great person that we've been following. Look at this. This is from 5 hours ago. Insiders just started massively buying stocks ahead of Trump's tax refund announcement today. That's right. The announcement is coming out from Trump and the White House that they are planning on getting rid of income tax.
They are getting rid of income tax. So if you have income, congratulations. If it passes. I mean,
now, that's what they say. Is that what's going to happen? I don't know.
I'll be shocked if that happens.
Yeah. But
that would be huge.
People are buying stocks.
As they should. Probably buy Bitcoin instead, but
This is from Smart Money Crypto. Why is this happening? The Standard & Poor, S&P 500, the SPY, is at an all-time high. NASDAQ is at 26,286, an all-time high, right in the middle of a freaking war. The United States is blockading the Iranian side of the Strait of Hormuz. Iran is blocking the public side of the Strait of Hormuz. More than 20% of the world's oil and natural gas is frozen. Countries are at war and bombing each other. S&P 500 don't care. NASDAQ don't care. Markets don't care. Bitcoin is going up. And I'm shout out to Moon Lambo. Guys, go follow Moon Lambo. I love Moon Lambo.
Best screen name ever, too, by the way.
Yes. Shout out to capturing that during the last couple of bull runs. But he made this point. Markets, and you can look at this historically, when there's a war or a conflict or an announcement of tariffs, if you remember last year, markets take a short window to react with volatility and they dip. They do not go into sustained bear markets based on this type of stuff. And I find that fascinating. The fact that we're at like there's a massive war. Now, granted, it's officially between two countries, but the rest of the world is involved. China, Russia are involved. All of the Gulf states are involved. NATO is involved. Like everyone's involved in this, and the markets don't care.
It's because there's so much money invested. There's so much institutional. This is my explanation for it. I think that because BlackRock and all these big entities that hold millions of dollars of Bitcoin, they're not selling, obviously. So the people who would be dumping, they know what's going on because they're insiders. So it's like they're not panicking on these drops. They're just buying more. So
I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna divert here for just a second because ICE is asking this question. We were talking about USD transactions. If you use USDT or USDC or any stable coin to purchase something, it is considered a taxable event. He's like, why does that matter if it's not a gain or loss? Let me ask you something. Let's go look. Did you see that change? That was 0.9998. Now it's $1. Look, that's not $1. There's a difference there.
And yeah, it doesn't seem like much of a difference, but when you have millions or billions of dollars, that adds up.
If you had $10,000 that you bought at 9998 and you sell them, by sell them I mean you purchase something at the $1 rate, technically you made a profit right there. And so that's why. Is it a lot? No. Should it be any? No. But I just wanted to point out there is technically on these stable coins, yes, they are pegged to $1, but they fluctuate fractions of a penny on either side. And the difference is technically a gain or a loss. And that's, as you know, all the pencil pushers who are, counting whether or not you spent $6 on Venmo, or by God, you didn't report that $10 in cash tips. They care about that 1/100th of a penny,
which is wild. But
but they don't care about those billions of dollars in fraud. Anyway, that's another
Preach.
All right, so let's get back to here. Bull theory. This is Weimar or Smart Money quoting bull theory, and I think I have bull theory next. This doesn't happen. Stocks at all-time highs while an active war is raging. Negotiations have failed, and a naval blockade in effect. Shout out to George Lucas and Star Wars Episode 1.
Yeah, this is bad.
So we need to be looking for the Sith Apprentice, and we need to be looking for the Sith Master running the government. And I think Trump is way too obvious to be the Sith Master. So anyway. Fed is holding rates. U.S. money supply is at an all-time high. Global money supply, all-time high.
Also a bad thing. They say it like it's like, oh, we're at all-time highs. Let's go, guys. When crypto goes to all-time highs, that's a good thing, but not so much money supply.
A weak dollar, which is what happened. The dollar is weakening, and that is intentional. What's it called? The Mar-a-Lago Accords. Trump and his team, before he was president, or I think between his election and when he took office the second time, they hammered out this economic plan called the Mar-a-Lago Accords. And it is about weakening the U.S. dollar compared to global stuff. And what does that mean? Everything priced in dollars gets more expensive. Stocks, gold, Bitcoin, oil. But wait a minute, oil's down.
I don't understand anything anymore.
It's almost like what is it Drew Carey says on Whose Line Is It Anyway? Everything's made up and the points don't matter. But look at this. This shouldn't be happening. Let me move on to this next one. March 14th, 2022. So, 4 years ago. SP 500 has fallen 12.6%. It's closing from it closed all-time high on January 3rd. So in 2 months, it fell 12.6%. Oh no, everything's over. Everything's over. 11 days later, crushed all-time highs.
That's the thing, guys. You know, trying to time the market and getting out, so hard to do. Like the best thing you could possibly do is just hold your favorite projects and sell when you see pumps like this. Sell a little bit of it, because catching these pumps like that is near impossible.
Yeah. And I'm gonna show you two more things, and then I'm gonna make the point that I hinted at a few minutes ago. This is Bull Theory's post. Largest market reversals in history. Look at these charts. The S&P 500, the NASDAQ, the Russell 2000 is more about medium to small caps. Here's the S&P 500 chart. I can't. Is this? Are these monthlies? I can't tell from this what this. Well, you can see the massive V bottom reversal here. Look at this.
That's a nice.
Okay, so this says March 30th. The U.S.-Iran war. The bottom for the S&P was March 30th. That's 16 days ago. So these are weekly candles.
And notice the same day, March 30th, the U.S. war bottom. Like, just the timing.
March 30th.
Wow.
This is the NASDAQ. Like, is this the same chart? It's almost like someone is doing this on purpose.
It's like they know something that we don't know.
Is this the same chart? All right, I want to show you one more thing. Cryptos RS, same point. I want to take you back to this. Draw your conclusion. What is more important? Global war or money printer go burr?
And that's the thing, is what it looks like is people see this liquidity injection coming, and they are aware, you know, as investors, that inflation is bad. So they are taking their US dollars and they are dumping it into commodities, assets, things that are not affected by inflation. If anything, they go up as opposed to the US dollar with inflation. So I'm actually, now that you kind of framed it this way, that it kind of completely makes sense, because, you know, why would you keep your money in US dollars at this point, knowing this is coming? $40 billion.
This is not my thesis. I am not an original person. I steal ideas from everyone, by which I mean I learn. I learn from people that are smarter than me. Because, I mean, obviously, let's face it, you didn't invent the alphabet, so you plagiarized every word you've ever learned. This whole idea of global money supply and liquidity is Raoul Pal's thesis. Follow the money supply. When the banks, and by banks I mean the large central banks around the world that control all the money supply in the world, when they start bringing in money and contracting liquidity, markets go bearish. When they start printing money and quantitative easing, markets go bullish. When the cash comes in, you get more cash, but you have the same amount of assets and commodities. Therefore, the cost of those assets and commodities goes up in the amount of pieces of paper it takes to buy them.
Remember, guys, that's what your money is, pieces of paper.
So does a war affect the markets? For a few days, a few weeks maybe.
Yeah, well, everyone panic sells. And
does it put it into a 2-year bear market? Nope. We're at all-time highs. All-time high. Not like local highs. Not like, oh, we're back. No. All-time highs. I want to show you.
You know what? We talked about this a few months ago, but what will happen is all of these stocks, gold, silver, everything's going to move hard. And then they're going to rotate all of those profits into crypto, which is all down.
What's going on?
40, 50% right now.
So you can see so this is all-time highs at 701. We're at 699 right now on the S&P 500. Here's the NASDAQ. Technically all-time high here at whatever this is, 26,220. We're at 26,212. So right this second, we're not at all-time highs, but today we have been at new all-time highs. The Russell 2000 All-time high 27.16, 27.03. So we just, and this is today's, like 9:30 today, all-time high. In the middle of a freaking war. Guy, that's my thoughts. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you think that conclusion is way too simplistic, let me know. Give me a hate comment. Let us know your comments live on replay. So those are all my little hopium vitamins for you today. You got your B12 hopium and your vitamin D hopium. So there you go. Let's move on.
Flintstone.
It's a Flintstone multivitamin. All right, here you go, Ice from Cointelegraph. I'm gonna let Ice enjoy this.
Ooh. So what is Six Group, JC? They are Swiss. They're Spanish. What are they doing? Trillion.
They are national exchanges. Exchanges like, bank exchanges. And I mean, also, I guess I should say trading exchanges, not bank exchanges. But the NASDAQ is an exchange. The New York Stock Exchange. Okay. Everybody following me?
Shocking.
They're partnering with Six Group to bring 2 trillion euros worth of European equities on chain. Guys, that's what Chainlink does. They bring stuff to the chain. They are an oracle. They gather the data from Web 2 and put it on Web 3 blockchains. Chainlink, S+ tier, getting close to God tier.
It is probably one of the safest cryptos you could buy. I'm not saying it's going to do the most returns and gains, but if you're nervous about what to buy, Chainlink is probably one of the safest projects, besides XRP, of course. But,
ICE is our most maxi resident Chainlink maxi. I am very bullish on Chainlink. Reptar is bullish on Chainlink, but we're combined not half as bullish as ICE is on.
Yeah, Chainlink hurt me. So, held that for 3 years and it just did nothing.
It did nothing.
So I let it go. I released it back into the wild.
That's all right. XRP did nothing for 7 years. XRP went sideways for 7 years.
That's the thing. Sometimes you just got to ride it out and suffer, and then one day you wake up and bam.
Jenny patience.
Jenny patience. Jenny wealth requires Jenny patience.
All right. And also for ICE, Chainlink is now past 29 trillion in transaction value enabled. So yikes. Chainlink has enabled transactions worth over $29 trillion. That deserves double Dr. Evils.
That's a trillion. 29 trillion to be exact.
That's a lot of trillies.
Guys, we cannot be more bullish on this. Like, the amount of money that is about to move to blockchain, this is just Chainlink.
All of it.
All of it. All the money. All of the world's money is about to move to blockchain.
All of the everything. How much to buy the moon? How much to buy the earth?
How much does the earth cost?
Yeah.
JC is pricing volcanoes right now. Dr. Evil
Mozart. I am not going to buy a volcanic island.
He's like, I want a regular island.
What
about Hawaii?
Dumb. Yeah, how much for Hawaii? No, I don't want Hawaii. That's too far away. Like, that's a long flight.
I can't believe Hawaii is like part of the country because they just like literally way the fuck out in the ocean.
Yeah, it's like halfway across the Pacific Ocean. So I don't know. All right, let's get into my favorite thing ever.
Ooh.
Wait, there's more Link. Ha ha, I fooled you.
So they're shaking hands. That's good.
Excuse me. Yeah, take this one for me while I cough my lungs out.
So, as we just talked about, guys, this partnership's huge. Look at them shaking hands. The men wearing their matching shirts with the logos.
Six and Chainlink. Is that AI? Are you AI? Am I AI? Are we all AI?
Dude, what's crazy is total side tangent, but I'm going for it. I had a customer service rep call me, and they were so like to the script and so perfect about every pronunciation. I literally stopped for a second. I'm like, am I talking to an AI bot right now? And they're like, no, I'm a real person. I'm like, wow, you sounded just like AI.
That's exactly what an AI would say.
That's exactly what AI would say. No, but yeah, I mean, this this is massive, guys. Like, this is a really big partnership. And right after, 4 giant whales bought a lot of Link. So
some might say the most.
And that's the thing. These are the things you want to pay attention to also, because it's like, if these big entities are dumping millions of dollars into it, like immediately after an announcement like this, usually these big entities sell after these big announcements because they're taking profits, but they know something probably more, or know how big this really is, to the point where they're just going to dump into Link, which is really not done very much as of late.
Withdrawn means they took it off exchanges and put it in a cold wallet, which means you can't sell from your cold wallet. You have to put it back on an exchange or a hot wallet.
Yeah, and that right there is, you're risking, you're risking compromising your ledger to even do that. So it's like, why wouldn't you just hold it, But
yeah. All right, now we're on to my baby. Did you guys see this yesterday? Solana's X page posted this.
Is Solana
and that's it
right now?
And that's it. That's all they posted.
That's all they posted. Just XRP.
What do you mean, Gemini? Massive if true. What do you mean if true? Solana's official page posted it.
What could this mean, guys? The speculation will go wild over the next few days. Ooh, Phantom.
Look at all of these gold check marks commenting on this.
Damn, they know something. They know something. Wow.
I mean, look at this.
And that's the thing. Like, you have your coin maxis, people that are like, oh, well, this project, or oh, this project.
Oh, look at that. Solana signed 589 NDAs. If you know, you know.
Damn.
589?
I mean, this doesn't surprise me. Solana's a massive project. I mean, Solana's done really well.
Yeah, 589 is important. But yes, that's Solana's post. XRP. Why did they post that? From Mr. Collyman, Solana posting XRP wasn't random. They knew exactly who they were talking to.
Yeah,
they typed in 589, flipped the switch. That's XRP language. It's not accidental. This is them tapping the rails. Hey, guess who has a rabid social media following? XRP. Guess who also does? Solana. Guess what?
So what they mean by the 589 is in flipping the switch, they're talking about them migrating the financial system over to XRP, like Swift and stuff like that. So a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek kind of wink, like, yeah, it's coming. Better.
589 has been a meme for years in the XRP community because it was mentioned in some, like, if you guys have ever seen the gosh, what is that guy's name? The guy who does the visual riddle things. We've talked about them on the show. But anyway, 589 is people don't know if it's a price prediction, but it pops up all over the XRP ecosystem. Even the Artemis launch at what was it, like 589 seconds into the launch, the screen flashed XRP blue. You're like, what? Probably nothing.
I just love how tongue-in-cheek some of these developers are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll throw a little nod in there so these people know it's like they're doing the insider trading, but they're trying to warn you, which I appreciate.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that collaborating together is going to be massive.
From Smoke Dog, a big crypto dude, been around for a long time. XRP is set to expand its utility across Solana-based DeFi protocols by integrating with Solana. This directly increases XRP's utility, potentially driving organic demand as users wrap more native XRP to access higher yields and trading opportunities. That's right. Phantom Wallet has the Solana trading and staking. Like, they have great yields on the Solana network. So if you can wrap your XRP onto the Solana network, you can access those.
That, to me, is like the biggest use case for this, is because Solana has an incredible ecosystem of DeFi, of perpetuals, all kinds of stuff. And XRP is kind of lacking in that area.
Yes, the bearable guy. Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Terrible.
Gray. He's the one who he drops a new little graphical riddle like every Christmas.
It's coming, guys. I mean, damn. Like, every day something else massive. It's just insane.
X Money coming soon. This is
Now available on iOS.
This is Nikita Beer. That's the head of product for X. Okay?
I always read that as Akita Bear.
Nikita Beer is the head of products for all of X. We'll talk about this for just a second. Cash tags. When you search for or post a cash tag or a contract that is automatically suggests matching stocks, crypto tokens, when it applies to cash. That's great. Look at this first response.
Ripple's like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and tag myself.
All right, let me back this up here. Where'd it go? Dang it. Is that it? Oh, there's another bearable guy here. This is what I'm looking for. X Money and cash tags are activated. Ripple replies with their cash tag, XRP. Wow. Elon's X dropped smart cash tags, real-time charts, and finance in the timeline. Ripple's official account replies with a clean cash tag. What does that mean? X just turned into a financial super app inside your timeline with its own freaking AI bot, Super Grok or Grok. So you can discover something. You can
that. I typed in H bar. You guys can't really see, obviously, but I typed in H bar in the search, and it popped up the ticker.
There you go.
Wild
on X, and Musk has said since he bought X, he wants it to be the everything app.
And I love this comment, Mr. Gray. Listen, we've been in crypto for years. Okay, we've heard it all for like the past 7 years. Oh, it's a scam. Oh, it's stupid. Oh, you're fake internet money. Blah blah blah. And it's just, this is, we went through, like he just said, we've been through a lot of hard lessons that a lot of people were using as ammo to be like, yeah, crypto's a scam. And the whole time we've maintained the conviction. We knew this was coming. A lot of people knew this was coming, and they held. And look where we are now. I mean, if you went back to 2012 or whatever, and we showed them the Bitcoin ticker right now and the price, they would lose their minds. And right now people are complaining about $70,000 Bitcoin. It's just, this shift over the past 7 years has just been really incredible to watch, honestly. It's here. It's not coming. It's here.
And this is the reason I'm hitting on all this stuff is I'm a big believer in XRP's vision. And so seeing stuff like this gets me excited, and it makes me very bullish for my bags and my future space station and moon base. So X turned into a full financial super app inside your timeline. Okay. 6% APY fiat wallet. Okay. That's through their the bank, Cross River Bank.
And it's insured at 6%.
It's a regular bank. That's
a good APY though.
Yeah, Cross River Bank is a regular bank. It's not a crypto bank. It's not an exchange. It's a bank. It's just a bank. You can get 6% APY for holding your cash there. It is FDIC insured. You can get a debit card with 3% cash, a debit, not a credit card, a debit card that pays you 3% cash back and 0 FX fees, financial exchange fees. What is FX? 0 fees. Sure, great. You have instant person-to-person sends, just like your Venmo or your Cash App, but you can do it on your X page. You have direct deposit. You won't need a bank anymore because you can direct deposit to your X account, which is tied They say you don't need a bank account, but that if it's tied to Cross River Bank, I guess that is a bank account.
Well, what's interesting to me is like, X is basically the crypto app. It's for, where everyone gets their news, where everybody, posts stuff. Obviously,
as you see, we go through X posts every day.
So the fact that they're just integrating crypto into it is just a no-brainer to me, and it's going to attract a lot of attention. I think for people getting into crypto. I think nowadays, if you're getting into crypto, the first wallet or the first thing you should download before you download anything else is X. To start learning, gathering information, following projects. Even before you download a wallet app, I think you should get X because it's,
This, I think, is we're not here yet, but this is where we're going. So you've got the smart cash tags, which you can pull up any ticker you want. You can see the chart, and you will be able to buy, sell, trade from your X app with your bank, your FDI insured account.
It's insane.
So what does that mean? X right now has 550 million users across the world. Robinhood, Venmo, Cash App, they don't have 550 million users. So this is the breakdown. And we've mentioned this before, but I'm going to say it again because it is important and I want you to hear me. The X money uses Cross River Bank. Cross River Bank has run XRP Ledger, Ripple's protocol, live on their banking system since 2014. They've been using Ripple Ledger for 11 years.
That's huge. I mean, and again, the proof of concept is already there,
I don't know. Biggest on-ramp in crypto history. I'm going to say
too fast.
on-ramp. I'll give them that. I don't know how many users Coinbase has. I think Coinbase is an easy on-ramp.
Coinbase is still the one I recommend, even though I have a love-hate relationship with Coinbase. It's still a better option than most.
So. Well, they're just easy. Yeah. But if X is just as easy, and I mean, listen, big banks should be scared of deposit flight. If I have an X account where I can keep my money and it's insured and I can immediately buy, sell, trade anything I want, not just crypto, what do I need a Wells Fargo bank account for? What do I need a JP Morgan bank account? What do I need a Chase bank account for? What? I don't. Especially if they're going to give me 0.1%, but I can earn 6%. Yeah, banks are going obsolete and they know it.
And you know what? I don't even care because they've
made their trillions and quadrillions for the last 200 years.
They make their bed so they can lie in it. All the overdraft fees, all the fractional reserve banking, all the the not having the money in the bank when people need it. Like they had their chance to be better and they didn't. So
all right, so this is funny. Do you get this? Do you know what this is actually a reference to? Do you remember this picture?
Is it a beaver or a bear?
Well, the bear is photoshopped in, and this. Do you remember when the day one Elon took over Twitter, and he walked in to the Twitter office with a sink? It said, "Let that sink in."
Oh my god!
That's that picture, but with this variable guy on it.
He walked in with a fucking sink. Oh my god!
You remember that? So this is that picture, but with the bearable guy on it talking about XRP, and he put the XRP logo up there. So that's what that's referencing.
Exactly. Why would you stay with the bank? You get literally no incentives. You get nothing from it. So it's like, why
you're gonna pay 6% interest to borrow money from the bank, but you're gonna get 0.1% interest if you deposit your money with the bank and they loan it out. Yeah, Mr. Gray got it. Elon on Twitter. More XRP news. Steph is Crypto reporting that Brian Armstrong says you can instantly borrow USDC against your XRP. Borrowing is not income.
And you don't have to sell your XRP. You just put it up as collateral.
Then you repay your loan after. Now, so you borrow $1,000 and you take your $1,000 and you buy an NFT for $1,000. 2 weeks later, that NFT, you find one you like. 2 weeks later, that NFT doubles in price, and you sell it for $2,000. Well, then you pay your $1,000 back with a little interest, and now you've made $900, and that's your profit. But you didn't have to sell your XRP for profit. You just borrowed against it. That's how the big boys do everything. That's why they have no income, because they borrow against their assets, and a loan is not income.
Yeah. Rich people don't have income, if you guys don't know.
They have small income. They take out a loan to make some income.
Isn't it weird that rich people make less money than poor people that have to work 60 hours a week to survive?
Yep.
Weird system.
But you can instantly borrow on Coinbase against your XRP right now.
I'm going to go see if I can do that.
Oh, look, from Whale Insider, ETF clients bought, and this is from this morning, 4:06 a.m., have bought 17.11 million worth of XRP. I guess this means in the last day. Let me see. I think I've got this last one here is similar. Let me see. Yeah. Here we go. From CoinDesk, XRP leads the top 10 by market cap with a 4% gain in the last 24 hours as spot ETF inflows hit 17.6 million on Wednesday. So yesterday, he said 17.11, $17.6 million of ETF inflows. That means these funds, these big banks and big financial institutions that are offering mutual funds for crypto, they have to buy that crypto. When you buy the fund, they have to buy the crypto. Cumulative inflows to all of the XRP ETFs, which have only been out 6-8 months, $1.25 billion of XRP has been purchased for these ETFs. That leads the top 10 market cap tokens. If you look at all the top 10 market caps and their ETFs, XRP is the leading ETF inflow at $1.25 billion.
There's too many billions and trillions and millions.
I should say XRP leads the top 10 in the last 24 hours with 17.6 million in inflows. Obviously, I think Bitcoin and ETH both have way more than $1.25 billion worth of total inflows because they've existed longer.
And that's the thing you guys got to understand. Billions of dollars is flowing into these projects, and the price still isn't moving. So when they finally flip the switch or just let the candle go, it's just like when you pull a rubber band and you just keep pulling and it just goes, you know? So I feel like it's going to be boring over the next few months. We might even see another dip. But things are getting ready to rally, I think. So I
just want to look at this.
See how it plays out. And to say I told you so again.
I'm just looking. I've seen a lot about. Okay, so this is from April 10th. BlackRock leads huge Bitcoin ETF inflow surge. Bitcoin ETFs, ETH ETFs, XRP ETFs, Chainlink ETF. All of these ETF inflows are increasing. The big boys are buying right now, and they're buying because their clients are buying their funds, and price is still being suppressed.
They can only do that for so long, guys. There can only be so much supply over the counter. It should be called under the counter, but it's over the counter.
It really should.
Yeah, definitely. So essentially, guys, what it's doing is, eventually all the supplies are going to be bought up. Not all of the supply. I don't mean to be dramatic.
all of the over the counter supply.
Yeah, or most will be gone.
All of the not public supply.
Once they have to start buying on the open markets, like retail does, it's just going to go. Because there's going to be nothing holding it back at that point. All this bullish news, all this money moving in, all the use case, all the people getting into it. Like, I'm interested to see if this is going to be like a kind of a boring cycle like last cycle was, or if it's just going to be that insane alt season that
if we're going to get that blow off.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if there's any other things that we need to cover real quick. Otherwise, we are done.
Hey, we use Opus and Anthropic.
Anthropic just launched Opus 4.7, and it's already threatening multiple industries at once.
It
Opus
should.
beats GPT 5.4 and Gemini 3.1 Pro.
If only you
Awesome.
guys knew what Chompy could really do.
If only we knew what Chompy could really do.
Yeah, we're nervous, guys.
Well, like, if we really knew what he could do, we could probably make a lot more money.
Hint, hint.
All right, just looking to see if anything is broken. Okay. Hey, here's All in Crypto. Rupert, All in Crypto is another person I follow religiously. Great crypto channel on YouTube and X. Fabulous technical analyst and has connections with a lot of. He's talked with the project leader of HBAR multiple times. He's interviewed him. So let's see.
What a great name, Onera. Own on Hedera.
Right, just looking here, connected with institutional markets via Onera, connects banks and blockchains, enabling institutions. Cool.
And I mean, tokenizing assets is essentially what Hedera's main goal is, so that makes sense that they'd be integrating this. Mr. Mark is back. Ice, welcome back.
Yep. Why does this matter? Connects Hedera to global institutional financial networks, and there's cross-chain trading. Awesome. Like HBAR, guys. HBAR is another one.
It is a joke.
Charles Schwab is launching a spot Bitcoin and Ethereum trading for clients. This is some of you, if any of you do like standard day trading type stuff. Is it PDT whatever? So there's a rule that says if you in the United States, if you have on a trading exchange less than $25,000 of capital, you may only make 3 instant trades every 5 days or something like that. That number has been completely demolished. There's a rule change coming through to make that $2,000. So if you're on Robinhood or if you're on Charles Schwab or if you're on some instant trading thing and you want to make instant trades, you only have to have $2,000 in your account and you can instant trade as much as you want. That's going to be huge for day traders inside the U.S. Like you can go outside the U.S. and do it, but anyway, that's a bit of news. Let's see what else. Reptar, you got anything else on?
Just the stunning realization that quite literally every single industry and project and everything is just going blockchain, and it's happening a lot faster than I thought it was going to, honestly. And it really gets me excited for what's coming over the next few months, because people for years have been waiting for this, waiting for the adoption, waiting for the utility, waiting for the institutional money. And it's literally all happening right now at the same time. It's the perfect storm.
So we have given you your daily maximum dose of hopium. I hope your hopium receptors are full. I firmly believe that long term, from today, if you're just now getting into crypto today, long term, we win.
It is still
early.
I hate when people say, "Oh, we're still early," but it is still early enough where you can make a lot of money in these markets still.
I think we're moving to the 56K modem stage. Like we're past the 14 4K first modems. We're not quite to the LAN, but we're getting there.
I can't even imagine what news is going to come out tomorrow. Day before yesterday, Illuvium Lamborghini. Then we have all this crazy stuff from yesterday with Iran and oil, tokenizing oil. And then this, it's just every single day, it's just more adoption, more bullish news. And if you are paying attention, it is blatantly obvious that it's coming.
This is funny. All right. Yeah. All right. I'm going to put this back up.
Woo. Is this our goodbye meme for the day, guys?
Yeah. This is our funny for the day.
Hey, look at
Life
that.
after the Clarity Act passes.
You know, this happened to me a couple days ago.
But then you had to give it back.
Yeah, the money printer was really burning that day.
Right. That was funny. It made me laugh. I thought I would share that with you. But yeah, I mean, just if we have an actual resolution to the U.S. Iran thing and we get the Clarity Act passed, hold on to your butts.
And again, guys, people do price predictions all the time. We have some pretty conservative ones, but nobody really knows how high these could really go.
Yeah, we need to right now. If you go back and watch that price prediction video, we look pretty stupid.
Hey, we're not in the bull market yet. Watch, everyone's gonna be like, "Wow, these guys."
Yeah, go watch that video and tell us how freaking wrong we are, and then we're gonna wait 6 months and we're gonna be like, "Here's our told you so video again." We'll see.
Hey,
we could be absolutely wrong. Everything could go to zero.
I love it. Reptar's word of advice is smoke some grass and touch some ass. Damn right. I've never said that ever on the live stream, but I like that. Good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Pink and Purple Dinosaur or Pink and Purple Dragons. Goo advice.
It is goo advice.
It is goo advice. All right. Before we degenerate any further, have a great Thursday, and here is our disclaimer.
Don't be stupid.
I love it. Are you not entertained?
I mean, I entertain myself. I guess that was my target audience. So. Clip it. All right, guys. Well, again, seriously, thank you so much for everybody that comes out for the live show every morning. We appreciate every single one of you guys. It really makes a difference. And, if you would be so kind as to gently tap the like or dislike button or leave a hate comment, we would appreciate it.
And hey, look, if you've got people that are asking you, they know you're a crypto guy, and you're like, I don't know, send them to our videos. I mean, we're not the best, but I think we're pretty good.
I think we're the best, but hey, what do I know?
Share those videos. All right, Chompy, take us home. We'll see you guys in the morning.